They told me I was healthy. They said, you're young, you're a professional athlete, and you're in shape. You're healthy. Despite debilitating headaches, vomiting, and losing my vision, they denied me a scan that I'd asked for several times. It wasn't until one day riding when a trick had gone wrong and I'd hit my head that they had to give me the scan that I was asking for. And that's when they accidentally found a massive brain tumor taking over the left side of my head. At first, I couldn't breathe. I thought my life was over. And then I remembered my vision, and I decided to not be defined by that diagnosis. I was given a new journey.
My name is Josh Perry. I am a multiple brain tumor survivor, former professional BMX athlete, and a keynote speaker. About 10 years ago, I fell training one day in the off season and hit my head, and that crash saved my life. It wasn't until that crash that I got an MRI that looked at my brain, and we found a massive brain tumor taking over the left side of my brain. Thankfully, I was able to get into surgery within a week and a half and had the tumor removed and got back to riding my bike about 5 weeks later, competing in another 8 weeks after that. And about 2 years after that, a routine MRI revealed 2 new masses that had grown back on the same side of my brain, one in the front of the brain and one in the rear of the brain. And that was said to be due to complications of the tumor wrapped around an artery in my optic nerve. I took to the internet and found a technology called gamma knife radiosurgery and saw a lot of success rates and a lot of pleasant feedback. And after inquiring about the procedure, I decided to go and have the procedure done. And because of that technology, the tumors we treated shrunk for 4 years and have been stable ever since. And it saved me from having an invasive surgery with a lot of complications of risk involved, a lot of toxic chemicals involved, and a recovery that was very unknown. I was really fortunate in the first recovery, but I didn't want to go through surgery again with even more risk this time. So gamma knife was the option, and I'm really glad that I picked that option for treatment, and I just love sharing about it because, like myself, not many people know about that treatment. And since gamma knife and the success I've had, I've been able to continue riding my bike. I no longer compete anymore. I'm on to a higher mission in my life to serve and support others, to help them become as healthy, happy, and successful as possible. But gamma knife's been an integral part of my journey, and I'm really grateful to be here and to be able to share all that I've gone through and all that I've learned along the way. We're lucky to live in a world with so much cutting-edge technology, but oftentimes we tend to take that for granted. For someone like myself, the radiation treatment I underwent prevented another surgery and improved my quality of life along the way. I've now made it my life's mission to not be defined by my diagnosis, but to be an advocate and educator for others going through the same experience. And I've made it a goal to partner with companies which really share my values and are on the front lines of saving people's lives. One of those companies is Standard Imaging. My treatment would not have been possible without the quality assurance equipment that they make. I've gotten to know Standard Imaging, and one of the things that stuck out to me was how dedicated their people are to making accurate and precise products. For someone like myself, that's a huge relief. I know that the same amount of radiation that was supposed to save me could have hurt or killed me if it wasn't being delivered properly. So having a company that values that quality ultimately helps patients like myself have a chance at a regular life. For me, that meant getting back on my BMX bike again. The doctors, dosimetrists, medical physicists, and therapists who treated me were dedicated to making my life better. I know oftentimes that dedication caused them to miss nights and weekends with their own families. It's something that I'm extremely grateful for, and it's another reason I'm partnering with Standard Imaging. The owner of Standard Imaging, Eric DeWard, said it really well. He said, "Our customers give up their nights and weekends so their patients can have more nights and weekends." And he said, "Our job is to make products which give them that time back without sacrificing accuracy or precision. One of the biggest lessons my life journey has taught me is that we're never alone. Having a company like Standard Imaging, who's partnering with some of the top hospitals in the world to deliver quality products that save time, reinforces my belief of unity. I also like where Standard Imaging's journey is taking them, an integrated and automated future that thinks about their customers' workflow to save them time, and I'm really excited to see where the company goes next.